By the way, I can't resist asking about a potential economic downturn because we're doing all this homework right now to help our clients. It's better to prepare for it and it not happen, right? But one of the drums we've been beating here is that brands that increase marketing spend during a recession recover 3 times faster. They also capture market share. So just for fun, if you're willing to reveal, is it full steam ahead here? Are you cutting back?
No, for us, it's full steam ahead. But we are being very strategic and careful how we spend. But we feel through our team and the context that we have that we can hit the market and be a major player in the market by being strategic and being careful on how we spend our money. So
that's the hard part, is you can't in a bullet or one infographic explain that, like, obviously these people aren't just throwing money everywhere. They're being really intelligent. There's often a pivot in it, or the message has changed or something, but the results are pretty consistent. The brands that keep investing, it never lasts forever, right? It's actually an opportunity to steal market share. It's an opportunity to leapfrog competitors. When everyone else is cutting, as scary as it might seem, in normal times, let's say they're spending twice as much. You have to spend twice as much just to stay, in theory, on a level playing ground with them. We see it as one of those sort of leapfrog opportunities, and history would say as much. Now, I don't know if we're selfishly sharing that because we want people to keep spending and keep the world in order. But I know we lived that through COVID.
Yeah. So let me tell you this. When we're looking what we call our brand ambassadors or friends of the house, when we bring people on, we vet them. We vet them hard. And I will give you some examples. So when I left the NFL, I became a sports agent. And I did that for a couple of years. But then I found a niche to where I could actually help certain companies vet athletes. And there's a few companies out there, what they'll do is they'll go for the big fish or go for the shining object at the moment. So I'll give you an example. A friend of mine was working for eBay. So I was helping him look at some athletes, and they wanted to go after a big time golfer who had just won the Masters. And they said, no, it wasn't Tiger Woods. And I said, don't do it because now it's going to cost you more money since they won the Masters. And they were just like, okay, but we like this person. I said, but there's other golfers I feel that are up and coming that can grow with the company. They threw a lot of money at this particular golfer and it just didn't work out. But that's where some of these companies don't know how to vet these athletes and look at them and say, yeah, this person won this tournament or they just won the MVP, but who's behind them that's up and coming that could actually accomplish the same feats that they did? And it's not going to cost us millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars, but they can grow with the company as well. So that's where I come in with Flexpower and Heather and our crew, is that we look at these, whether it's athletes or whomever it is, we look at them all together and say, again, does this person align with our goals? If they come with a big ask, is it worth it? In my personal opinion, I think unless you're a big company like a GE or something like that, if you have the money to spend, why not? But if you're a small company like us, there's other ways we can put our resources towards, but we can find these athletes that could help us and who believe in our products.
That's good. You'd be amazed at how little rigor exists at some really big companies on spokespeople and endorsements that goes into it. Because you're right. Yeah. There's deals to be had. It is not an efficient marketplace. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, you're right. I'll give you another story about golf because I represented a golfer back in the day. His name is Steve Elkington. A company approached us, and it was an energy drink company. They approached us about doing something with Elk. And Elk was like, yeah, I would be interested. But they decided that they wanted to go another route because another player had just won the US Open. So I'm on the phone with the VP of this energy drink company, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna spend $5 million on this player. I said, did you do your background check on this person? They're like, yeah. They're like, he's a clean cut guy. But I said, he's very religious. He doesn't drink caffeine. And you're laced with caffeine. They're like, yeah. I said, so you're going to throw $5 million at a person who doesn't drink caffeine? And he's like, oh, well, his agent didn't tell us that. I'm like, of course, because that's his job to get as much money for his client as possible. And I don't think they end up signing this golfer. But I was like, you have to do your homework or you're going to waste your money.